Welcome in, along with Zach Robinson. I'm Cole Brown, and with 5 weeks left in the NFL season, we'll take a look at a few teams whose quarterbacks have them on the verge of the playoffs. Let's take a look now at the NFC race to start. And first up, the Seattle Seahawks and quarterback Russell Wilson.
Yeah, Russell Wilson's playing great right now. We saw the magic he pulled last week against the Panthers. They are right in the thick of this thing. When you look at his overall season, he's number 8 in overall grades. Take out those first 2 weeks of the season, he's number 4 overall. He's having a great year, leads the NFL in big-time throws, taking care of the football, tied for the 5th fewest turnover-worthy throws this season. So you look at the division, the Rams are going to win that division. Yeah. Down the stretch, this team might have the best setup down the stretch for the next 5 at home. 2 games against the Niners and then 1 against the Cardinals to close it out. So they are in a great spot, and Russell Wilson's a big reason why they're doing what they're doing.
Now let's talk about the team the Seahawks just beat, the Carolina Panthers. Coming off a loss, what have you seen from this offense? And what's the outlook for them to make the playoffs?
Yeah, the offense has been great. The controlled passing attack under Norv Turner has worked out really well. Got Cam Newton playing well. The play action misdirection game is one of the best in the NFL. 6 most yards off of play action. And Cam has the 4th best passer rating of 129.8. So that is going to be a big reason for some of their success they've had, and a big reason down the stretch what they need to do. But you look at 3 of the next 5 is on the road, and they still play the Saints twice. So they've got a tough setup. They're going to need to play really well offensively. Obviously, the Saints can score. Some of these teams they got can score points, so that offense is going to need to be rolling.
Yeah, the Panthers have a tough road ahead. Moving along to the AFC, let's take a look first at Andrew Luck and the red-hot Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, these guys have been incredible. The scheme's great with Frank Reich, and Andrew Luck's comfort level has been great the last few weeks. Really, the last half of the season, he's number 5 in overall grades. You look at weeks 6 through 12, he's the 2nd best quarterback behind Drew Brees. Having a great year. Next 3 of the next 5 games are away. Got kind of a tough slot here with the Texans, the Jaguars who are struggling, the Titans will be a tough game, and then the Giants and Cowboys are at home. So they've got a few tough games mixed in there, but with Andrew Luck and the way this offense is rolling, they can score points. They are in a great spot. Andrew
Luck is definitely on fire. The next team in the AFC, their starting quarterback Joe Flacco went down. We really didn't know what we were going to get out of Lamar Jackson. It was really unknown. We didn't know if they were going to try to pass it all or just run a lot. Well, now 2 weeks in, we've kind of gotten to see what they're going to do under Lamar Jackson. What have you seen, and how can they make the playoffs?
It's been interesting. You know, I think even if Joe Flacco is healthy, I think you've got to stick with Lamar Jackson. They've got kind of that formula that they want to run the football, try to play good defense. I think that's their only hope down the stretch here is to play that way, and then it's going to come down to Lamar Jackson making some plays, making some key 3rd downs, and making plays from the pocket. We've seen him get on the move. He can do that as well as anybody, but they do have a tough last 5 games here. They are at the Falcons, at the Chiefs, and at the Chargers, at home against the Bucs and the Browns. So of any of these teams we're talking here, Lamar Jackson and this Ravens team has a tough road. They're going to need to score points, or they're going to need to have their formula work of trying to control the football and play good defense and force turnovers, because that looks like their only shot.
Yeah, it's definitely that has to be probably one of the toughest remaining schedules out there. It's unreal. But moving on to our last team, the Tennessee Titans, and quarterback Marcus Mariota. They're coming off back-to-back pretty bad losses to the Texans and Colts. They're basically now every single game is a must-win for them. What do they have to do to make the playoffs?
I think they got to just unleash Marcus Mariota. The offense has been reined in quite a bit all season. Defensive-minded head coach. They want to play good defense, run the football, all that stuff. I think it's time to cut it loose. That's going to be your only shot to win some of these games down the stretch. But overall, Mariota's not having a bad season. It's kind of ranked middle of the pack in most things statistically, but the big plays down the field, they need to have a lot more of those. He only has 11 big-time throws on the season, 26 in the NFL. He's taking good care of the football, but they do need to get the ball down the field. Corey Davis, we saw him on the double move the other night. Stuff like that, they need to get rolling. Down the stretch, they've got the Jags, the Colts, the Jets, and the Redskins all at home. Pretty favorable schedule, and then away against the Giants. So they're in a good spot. It's going to be interesting to see who can lock up this AFC wild card spot, because there's a lot of teams vying for it, and it's really all up in the air.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch both these teams in the AFC and the NFC fight for these final spots in the playoffs. Well, that wraps up our discussion about what some key teams in the AFC and the NFC have to do to secure a playoff spot. Make sure to like this video as well as subscribe for future videos.